Hi, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. You're welcome back to my channel. Okay, so some of you have been asking like when is the best time to apply to come study in Finland? All right, because as we all know, there is a spring and also the autumn intake. So you want to know the best time for you to apply for a program here in Finland. All right, I'm just gonna talk first about the joint, the bigger one, which is in January. Some universities are open in December for master's programs and also separate applications. So you can apply from December. Um, then we have now the joint. The joint is in January. I don't just want to stick to January because most universities, they are open for application or admission in December. And most of the programs are master's programs. So for example, University of Helsinki, they have the application period in December. University of Eastern Finland, they have the application period in December. University of Vasa, so like all universities in Finland, they have their application period in December. Some are open in November already. So if you are looking forward to like applying for a master's program, then you should be cautious because universities do open the application period like separately from November. So these are separate applications. They are not joint. But joint application means University of Applied Science, they come together. They have a common, the common criteria for you to apply for these different programs in their universities. So they have, like, they come up with one, framework. Requirements, they may differ just a little bit, but you can use the same application form to apply for 6 universities or 6 programs, yes, in these different University of Applied Sciences. So that's the meaning of joint. So when we are talking about the spring application, we're not talking about just joint. I just want to make this clear because I've seen students waiting for the joint application and I'm like, oh, I really wanted to apply for this university, but the application period has closed. It is because universities open the application period in November, December, even before January. For the joint application in January, it's for University of Applied Sciences. So please take note. If you're looking forward to applying for a master's program, then please check with your university because they have separate applications during that period. Okay, now with the autumn application period, which is in September, it's still joint. Yet some universities, they still have intakes, they still open the application period during that time, but the joint one is in September and it's the same thing. You have different University of Applied Science, they come together, they have the same framework, the same requirements. The requirements may be they may differ based on the programs, but you can use the same application form for all these universities. So for example, during the spring, that's the January joint application, you can apply to up to 6 programs from different universities. So this is easy, it used to be easy. I would say it used to be because now that they need you to have an international English language test, I don't think it's easy. It's better I have my international English language test. If I have a 6 or a 6.5, I will apply straight to a university so that I'll waive this entrance exam wahala. All right, so now, which is the best, the spring or the autumn? In my opinion, the January intake, which is the spring, is the best. And I'll give you a couple of reasons why this particular intake is the best. It is very, very important for you to apply to come study in Finland in January or December or November. All right. So from November or late November right up to February, I think, because there are some vocational schools that are still open, like they will be open for application during that February. The first reason is that there are different programs, so many programs that are open during this application period. So basically all universities in Finland, they are open during this application period. So it is advisable for you to apply during this application period because you have different programs to select. You know, you have master's programs, you have bachelor programs, you even have vocational schools as well. So I'll advise you to apply during this period. Next reason why the spring, or I don't know how to call it, the next reason why this particular like from November right up to February is the best time for you to apply is because there are different scholarships that are open. When it comes to the Finland scholarship, you must apply for a master program in a university. And since universities open application for their master's programs only in spring, then it's advisable for you to apply during spring. There is no Finland scholarship in a University of Applied Science. This scholarship is offered by universities. Mind you, these are two different things. Universities are different from University of Applied Science. These are polytechnic. University, like the UAS, University of Applied Science, is a polytechnic. The third reason why you should apply for a program during the spring application period is because you have enough time to process your student residence permit. So the timeline is especially for those like if you applied in December, by April you already have your result, which means you have May, you have June, you have July for you to put your documents in order and also apply for a residence permit. So you have enough time. But during the September application, you don't have enough time. All right, so the next reason why you should apply during the spring intake is because when it comes to housing, okay, looking for an apartment, student apartment, this is the best time for you to apply for a student apartment because by June, students, they've graduated and they've moved, so you can freely apply for an apartment in that region. So but if you apply during spring, school is ongoing, the academic the semester is still ongoing, students are still there, so it's not end of semester. But if you are moving in September, then by June there's already graduation has taken place and you have enough options. So that's the next reason why you should apply during the spring and move in September. Okay, the other reason why you should apply in the spring is because when it comes to jobs, like searching for a part-time job, recruiters, they are aware that new students are coming. There is orientation. Like there's just so much on campus. There is orientation, like they are telling you about like how to go about life here. Recruiters are coming, their affairs, like everything is like the school year is beginning, so you know so much about these things so that by January you are already settled. But if someone applied in September and the person is moving in January, it's like you're coming mid, like second semester. You understand? So please make sure you check this out, because so many students, they applied during last year, they made the same mistake. They applied during the September application period and moving in January, it was so difficult. I don't want to say, okay, the September, don't. It has its own advantage. And the first is, so many students don't apply during this September intake. Okay, so you can take advantage of this and apply, and then maybe defer your studies. Because if the time frame, like for you to apply for a residence permit. If it's too short, as long as you've paid your fees, you can defer your studies. So you can just apply, because like so many students, they are not applying, you know, they are waiting for the big one. So you can apply and then you defer. All right. Also, now, as in now, the way things are in Finland, I'll advise you to apply in September if you can. Why am I saying if you can? If you can, in the sense that if you have written or you're about to write your international English language test, then you should apply, because it's been normal. We're not going to have so many applications. Like, so many students are not going to apply because of this, you know, the government immigration proposal, now implementation of the international English language test. So many students are not going to apply. So you can apply during this September intake. The other reason may be because I haven't seen any update on fees. If there is any adjustment or increase in fees, that will take place during the January application. That's next academic year. But I'm not so sure they are going to increase the fees or update it or change anything during this September intake. I'm not so sure. So it is advisable for you to apply in September if you have all the documents. Okay, so I hope this information was helpful to you. Like I mentioned during my previous videos, you don't have to panic. If you still need to come to Finland, you just need to take it slowly, and you have to refocus, you know, try to see, oh, like, how can I navigate this? There's still a way, there's still like huge possibility for you to come to Finland as an international student. But I just want to keep stressing that after graduation, it's not easy. You need to know that. You have to know that with these fees still in place, yes, you can apply. But when there's an increase, I'm not sure I'll advise anyone to apply. Unless, like, you can apply if you want. But personally, if, for example, say you're supposed to pay 10,000 euros for a bachelor's program, there's like, you look elsewhere. You know, but for now, yeah, you can still apply before they implement the increase in fees.